In vernal days, when blossoms woke the field, they brought the images in humble throng, each likeness born as silent hearts would yield, to hope that lingered deep and fervent long. The child, they said, each sacred form did bless, with touch and kiss, as though the past renewed. Thus joined this place to Fatima in holiness, a chain of signs in mystic brotherhood. A ring was seen upon the child's fair hand, inscribed with words that pierced the silent air. Love me, it shone, a pure and bright command, more deep than thought, more binding than all care. He gave the ring, that lips in faith might press, then bore another, graven with his name. Thus love was sealed, not as a fleeting guess, but vow eternal, set in sacred flame. A casket bright, with many-hued delight, was shown as though from heaven's secret store, with jewels red and gold and green and white. Each gleamed as grace unseen by eyes before. Within there lay the holy household fair, enchained with cross, in tender mystery done. Thus each true home, upheld by faith and prayer, was counted as a gem before the sun. As toward the tree they moved in quiet grace, the vault of heaven seemed gently drawn apart. From unseen heights there fell, in tender trace, soft roses laid on head and trembling heart. No, I alone, but sent the sign conveyed. A sweetness breathed where mortal sight was blind. Thus love, like Mary's garden, softly stayed, and wrapped its bloom around each seeking mind. Beneath the tree, where still the visions came, the child desired a hymn of love be raised. Yet none could frame the melody or name, till heaven itself the sacred cadence phrased. She sang, so clear, so gentle yet so high, that mortal voice could scarcely follow near. 'Twas fair, she said, save where the tones did stray, and smiled, correcting with a mother's care. At evening's fall, beyond the birchwood pale, they saw dark dwellings rise in shadowed line. Each window bore one faint and trembling veil of light, as though one spark of faith did shine. Yet forms malign were lurking at each frame, and sulphur's breath lay heavy on the air. Thus warned they were, when hearts forget his name, but one small flame in night shall linger there. They saw a world estranged from heaven's face, where pride had cast the sacred bonds aside. Then fell from height no random, senseless blaze, but fire that spoke of justice purified, through flaming rain and sulphur's bitter breath. The cities trembled, nations fled in fear, yet mercy called amid the signs of death. Those kept in prayer need not the darkness fear. A garden vast, by mortal sight untrod, was opened wide before their wondering gaze. Not strange, yet filled with signs that spoke of God. A childlike realm transfigured into praise. Their streams ran clear, and blossoms knew no end, while fruits and flowers upon one branch were born. Beneath one tree, where heaven and mercy blend, all souls might rest from tempests yet unborn. When war awoke upon the distant plain, and nations stirred in wrathful, rising flame, they heard the Sacred Heart speak forth of pain, and sorrow wept where once had shone his name. The mother wept, her tears like silent rain, for hearts that turned from mercy's pleading call. Thus history and heaven met in strain, as judgment's shadow darkened over all. Beneath the tree, in summer's hushed domain, an angel stood with chalice raised on high. No earthly priest, yet sacrament made plain, as grace descended from the veiled sky. The kneeling throng in silent awe remained, while unseen bread to waiting lips was given. Thus earth and heaven in one act were chained, and souls were fed with mysteries of heaven. If you want to continue watching the story, click on part 5, and don't forget to subscribe and leave a like.